Welcome to this adventure in the far north. 66.8 degrees north to be exact, roughly the latitude of Beatles, Alaska. It is a place in the borderlands of Sweden and Norway where the sun never sets at this time of the year. You know, I've dreamt about an adventure like this for quite some time now, being out in the wild for weeks, navigating on my own and finding my way without trails. But the truth is, places for such adventures are usually far away, and a classic canoe expedition in North America is simply beyond my reach. So I started looking closer, created my own route and adapted it to my reality. And this is what I came up with. The route I have in mind starts at a small parking area located in Sweden and takes me across the border into Norway. From there, I will follow a vast network of lakes and rivers until somewhere about 150 kilometers to the east, I'll cross into another water system that, if all goes well, should bring me back to where it all started. One big loop that will take several weeks. To achieve this plan, I bring in my foldable and adapted Oro kayak. The portraits are long, unmarked, and the entire route exists only in my head. For me, this journey is about solitude, resilience, and silence. Testing both my limits and the limits of my gear. So let's see if this is a stupid idea or one hell of an adventure. It is for sure the most ambitious idea I have ever had. I am Alex, and this is the Pitumetno Loop. It's early morning. Despite the weather turning rough, I'm already up, packing my gear in the first promenade
woke up
of the morning.
Super late, it's now 8:17 in the morning. Normally I was always awake at like 5, today at 7, so I quickly packed everything up, packed the boat, and now I'm sitting here ready to tackle this day. I'm heading now towards the exit of this lake, which is somewhere over there. I need to check the map again and then head on. Alright, let's start this day. I'm almost a little bit melancholic to leave this place. I'm pedaling super slow, like just admiring the view and spot some really cool stuff. Up there in the forest there are huge boulders brought here by the glaciers, but really huge, like buildings. Anyways, it's getting very narrow here, and I can see that I don't get stuck on a stone or capsize the kayak. So eyes in front and clear paddling.
Just before midday, I arrive at the start of the first portage. I pack my gear and get ready to follow the river for roughly 2 kilometers. Meanwhile, the sky has turned heavy and grey, a sure sign that rain is coming.
Nice little tracks, my animals, and in winter there is a snowmobile track. That's why there is everywhere those posts. And I see a lot of moose tracks, so they also use it, which is quite nice. I made it to the other lake, but I'm hurrying back because it smells like rain. In my attempt to pack efficiently, I forgot to pack my rain jacket, and it's still 1.52 kilometers in that direction. So I'm hurrying back now. Okay, so all in all about 14 minutes to build and pack the boat. Packing it up, it's probably like 20 minutes. So a good hour each time I need to change leg. I have to take care, I should not go too far. The portage is not that big and it's a bit hidden, I believe. It was like a kilometer of lake, and the upper one was about 3. And now I have a medium-sized portage, and I leave everything to sleep, eat, and cover here. Take down the kayak, take with me the rain jacket, and then walk back up. And when I'm here, I decide if I still walk down to the kayak, or if I camp here and tomorrow morning head down to the kayak and set it up. Exactly, that's the plan for the moment. But first, I enjoy a little cappuccino, I thought. Oh no, cappuccino with mosquito. Quick break. Bag is there, just to remember. Big stone, and I'm checking out if I can get to the water here. It's quite a steep cliff. It looks okay. Here it looks actually perfect. Oh. Yeah. I'm on my way back to my backpack and sleeping stuff and cooking stuff, and it finally started raining. Oh, and got also cooler, I could feel it. Nice, finally. Some good rain. Hundreds of cloudberries, but none of them ripe yet, or still very red. 5 more days and they will be good, but not here, not yet. Maybe further down the valley if I'm lucky. Each one would be a calorie, would be nice to have. I need food, I'm hungry again, very hungry. So batteries are low. I also camera battery and my one too, but I still will go down now. I couldn't find a good place to camp. It's all wet and a very moisty land. So yeah, I'm heading down to the kayak. We'll manage slowly but steadily, and then tomorrow I can start on the lake, easy going. But yeah, batteries are empty and I need to rest as well. I came now all the way from those mountains there today. Okay, let's do it. One last portage and then it's done.
At last, I've reached today's destination. The day was long. The final portage stretching over 5 exhausting hours. By the end, I was completely drained. All I want is warmth, food and rest. But as always in the wild, the work doesn't end. Setting up camp and preparing dinner fill the next 2 hours under a sky still heavy with flight. I'm sitting finally with my hot chocolate in my tent. It was a tough one. It's 9 o'clock and yeah, it was longer than expected in the end, but I found here a super cozy place next to this river. I checked the weather, so there should not be any crazy rain, so that the river goes very high and I get swept away here. Double checking always. And it looks very good. Anyways, I will enjoy now my hot chocolate, eat some pasta bolognese I have still, and go to bed. It was a very long day. A lot of portaging. Three portage I made. Did I? Yes, I did. 3 of them. Crazy. And tomorrow there is again 2 coming up, but shorter ones, not such a long one. This one was not very long and tough because it was through the forest with rain, so I went soaking wet. Up with the rain, it looked crazy, like, I don't know, like Jurassic Park. I had the feeling with the fog moving in and everything damp and this vegetation and the mountains, and so dark and already late. Crazy atmosphere it was. Crazy. Oh, sorry. I need to go to sleep. It was a really tough day, and again, not enough food at all. I had no breakfast. I ate 2 granola bars, each 250 kilocalories, and I drank the coffee. That was quite good. Revitalita, blah blah, whatever. Cannot even talk anymore. Anyways, so yeah, now bolognese and then sleeping. See you tomorrow, guys. I'm out. It rained heavily throughout the night, and by morning the river had risen, which made the cascades amazingly powerful. Anyway, after building my kayak again, I searched for a good passage down to the lake and set out in the early morning hours. It's a fresh wind coming from in front of me. Just at this little bay here, where I'm protected from the wind, so fewer waves. Quite nice place. Could also be nice for a camp somewhere here on the coast. Anyway, shortly checking the map and my path. I will have to go around this thing here and then straight on, but I think I'm going to follow the coast just for security reasons, actually. This morning the air feels heavy, almost solemn. Dark clouds drift low and the lake churns with dark, restless water that stirs a quiet unease in me. In the bay, I just checked the map and we are here 45 kilometers away from the next road. So it's
for Europe quite a lot actually. So all the countryside and forests, it's all prime forest here. Never logged, never touched. Apart from some smaller parts, I guess, by Sami people. But as there are no roads, there is no industrial lodging. Lodging? No, lodging is sleeping, right? Logging, wood cutting, woodwork, whatever. Anyways, yeah. So it's beautiful forest with a lot of different trees and plants and animals, full of life, and mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms. Okay, I leave the kayak like this. Watch the portage, should be like a kilometer, maybe 1.5. I will measure it with the watch and then I'll see if I undo it or if I carry it on my back. I guess I will have to undo it, but we'll see. Now first the portage. Crazy landscape here. It's a bit like yesterday when we came down the mountain. Just here it's more or less flat. Pretty dope. Again, very green and lush and jungle kind of, or boreal jungle. It's one of the nicer places of this dense forest. And up in the forest there's also something interesting. It's like a huge boulder in the middle of the forest which has a different color. Probably brought there by glaciers, but it's enormous. Just a moment of appreciating what for beautiful places we got here on our planet. So peaceful here, crazy. Here. It looks doable, but I can't risk losing anything out here. That would not be cool.
After briefly dancing around the white water and the wind, I glide into a small bay that feels like paradise. Quiet, sheltered, and warm. I take a short break to prepare for the next portage. It's a short one, barely 700 meters, so I keep the kayak folded and walk along the rapids instead. The air carries a faint smell of smoke, and somewhere ahead I hear something strange. A sound that feels out of place in this wilderness. And only moments later I stumble upon something completely unexpected.